ain't immediately. I'm like, nigga, we ain't gonna do that. Like, oh, we ain't gonna do that shit at all. And I'm looking around the family like, nigga, catch a beat. Like, I'm I'm at Cordell's funeral with his ass right there on my shoulder. I'm like, I'm like, hey nigga, you dead? Like, you dead? Like, I ain't supposed to be talking to you right now at your funeral. Am I talking out loud? Or is we in my head right now? Like, don't have me out here looking crazy to these people, Cordell, and I be talking to your ass and your ass don't be listening, you don't be talking back. I'm like, Cordell, you look dirty. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with your ass? Your color is go. I'm like, you can't touch me. Whatever the fuck you done dipped into, nigga. Go down all the. What they doing to you? Like, what are you fighting? I was like, what are you fighting? You is fighting something terrible. Like, did you get bit from Pookie? Like, did he bite your ass too? Cause you said you was popping that shit with the baby mama, and I'm like, well, y'all know whatever y'all talking about. Like, the rumor is this, and that's what it is. If it's at any point of truth, while y'all busting at each other, like y'all both in the driver's seat too, whatever that may mean. And she pregnant, and like, yeah, it can be a, oh, he mine. That's what the fuck y'all doing over there. He's mine. He's mine. I'm like, he got both of y'all asses, and like, either both of y'all, one of y'all smart and one of y'all stupid, or both of y'all stupid and like nobody paying attention or being honest. I'm like, y'all fighting over what? Him, right? Like, yeah, I wouldn't have picked it for him, but that's exactly who I would expect. Like, yeah, and that's exactly who I would expect your ass to be fucking with. Like, you going for the money and you going for the block. Like, Cordell ain't about to be nowhere and not fucking be at the top. Like, man, he hustled for a living. Like, I don't know if he wanted to do it that much or if his ass wanted to know. Like, he only got a couple times, but he get bit, and like, he really don't want to go to prison. Like, them niggas dirty up here. They gonna be way worse down there when they ain't got no rules or nothing. Like, yeah, I don't want to do that shit. Like, and like, he tired of fighting everything, no matter what. And I'm just looking at him, and I'm having conversations with him in our sleep. Like, Cordell, did any of that happen to you? Cause I don't be having no I got memories back there, but I don't tap into them. Cause like, that shit wasn't special. It wasn't happy. Like, I don't remember nothing. I remember reading in my records that like it popped out my mouth that I told their asses that like my daddy had the daughter and like her ass got shot. And I'm like, I popped that shit out my mouth, and then I was like, I don't even think that that's supposed to be okay. Was that a movie or a story, or did that really happen to me or us? I'm like, but they wrote it down. And when I heard it out my mouth, I was like, wait, what? That was my life? And then I'm like, was that really our life? And like all the other shit was like, bro, like, what the fuck did we grow up in? Cause like, I be having memories of certain shit, and then I be having memories of other shit, and then like, I remember talking to y'all for a minute, like up here, like, I'm like, okay, like, I think we do something different collectively, like, and it got to be like a certain energy and like whatever. Like, at first it was real strong, it was just what we did, and then we lost it because like y'all wasn't doing the right stuff, and then it just kept breaking away, and then like I can tap in with you again, and I feel like I could tap in with them again, and I'm like, I don't really know if I want to, and I know that may like hurt y'all feelings, but like, yeah, I don't think I really want to talk to y'all for real. I don't think I really want to tap in and build a deep relationship. And I get it. I get that it's not y'all fault that we went in foster care. I get that like nobody, like, we all around the same age, so like ain't nobody really responsible. Like, wasn't nobody really expected y'all to go and do something or be something or go do anything. Like, I know Uncle Mark be sad because he like, I should have been this. I should have. I'm like, no, you was whatever you had to be. Like, whatever you had to be, you was him for whatever reason, and whatever happened happened. Like, I try not to put no burden on nobody's shoulders. Like, cause I don't get it either. Because I don't even know why I'm over here. Like, I don't think I missed nothing. And I'm trying to touch on everybody to like try to figure it out and give all my love. And I'm like, for whatever reason, like, there's always something there. And I'm like, it's you. It's you. It's you, no matter what. Like, it is you. Whatever you did, it was you. You tore this shit apart. However, like, and like, oh well, that's only because I don't know them. Like, for me, the buck stopped with you. Like, that's where y'all wanted to stop. That's where y'all kept stopping information. That's where you said you was gonna hold everything on your shoulders. Then, like, whatever you have been doing, whatever it was, you was like, whatever it is, I'm gonna do whatever for us and them every second. And I'm like, all right, so you gonna hold all that shit? I got you. However that look, yep, yeah, y'all gonna do that. And then finally, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this, and they doing way better than I am on some level. Like, that's not okay. That ain't okay. They can, or however how they done got at this point, take all that shit and double, triple, quadruple, like, man, take all that shit and burn it in the ground and give it to me. Like, who the fuck are any of them? In the moment that these niggas think that I'm supposed to have something, them bitches send some hounds when I say that I ain't helping them. Bitch, what y'all think y'all been tapping to all these goddamn years and centuries that y'all done known, that y'all been able to talk to each other about, that y'all been motherfucking having fucking cycles and seasons about when it come to Darienne, that y'all motherfuckers been reaping some motherfucking benefits. You think that y'all deserve any of that shit that y'all got over there? That y'all bitches supposed to be sitting on thrones like queens? Like, y'all can't even ever fucking keep y'all kids together. Y'all ain't did shit to hit the block and raise that bitch up a couple notches since your birth. Like, what the fuck y'all been tapping into? Why the fuck do y'all get to speak my name? Hell no. All that shit y'all been talking every time a bitch done said my name or try to fucking step to me. I'm like, damn, I just got here. They send a little girl over here. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And she like, oh yeah, Charlotte took care of me while my mom was in prison and all of that. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, yeah, whatever she did. Like, yeah, she always got some help for somebody else. I guess that's like her way of paying penance, or that's her saying like how she could deal with people kids. Like, yeah, as long as they can go somewhere else. I don't know how to deal with Charlotte, so I deal with her however I'm gonna deal with her. Like, this is where we at. I don't know you for real, and like, if there's something I want to know, I'm gonna tap in. But I'm like, and when it come to her mama, like, they be trying to boss down, like, you can't talk to my mama like that. No, you can't talk to your mama like that. Like, I'm gonna talk to anybody however the hell I want to talk to them, because like, who are they to me? I just came in to figure out what a grandmother's supposed to be, I guess. Like, I need to figure out what the fuck y'all got going over here, so that when my shit start popping off on itself, don't none of y'all niggas pop up trying to talk no shit ever. Like, Cordell was like, Darienne, I'm getting out of here. Like, I'm getting out of here because they talking so much shit about your ass. I'm surprised you haven't burnt the city down yet. And then what I realized was like that, oh, everything they think they would do, they throwing that shit at you and on you, and you doing something totally different. And they don't know how to feel about it, because at the bottom line is you don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck about you, and that's never ever been a thing for them, ever. And you like, well, what would be a thing for them? Like, why would they be privileged? Why would they be getting something? Like, I don't understand what any of them are standing on as women. Like, I don't give a fuck what you look like. I don't give a fuck about what you driving. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, hey, you touching on that nigga every night. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? What are y'all whispering? What are y'all pushing them toward? And what are y'all like fighting and picking up in the background? And what are y'all putting down and put together? Like, you live in this neighborhood, nigga. What school did you say y'all went to? Like, y'all ain't got enough money where you know how to take the money and build the lots and like make sure we covering and putting in the correct foundations, where we gathering resources from everywhere and making sure we putting them back in our neighborhood, like, so that we got the right balance of people and shit. Like, Okay, so we in East Cleveland. So it looked like we got the library. That's our resource center. That's where they decide and they'll come together collectively and like be open. Like we just gotta tell them what we willing to do and then pour into the shit that make sure they thrive. Like give them the people that they need that like they can be as free as they can be and the spot can operate how it can. Like if we want to be out the way and if we want to be able to get resources to where we could fucking take our people out the field, nigga, like I'm like, we can do all this stuff here. Why ain't nobody doing nothing? Like why y'all getting all this shit and it feel like it's taking y'all so long to grab our blocks back? Like how much money y'all touching on? What kind of research y'all doing in them schools? Like what kind of questions y'all asking each other at dinner? What y'all talking about? Like, so y'all don't ever eat dinner together no more? Oh yeah, and y'all eating that shit. And like, damn, y'all don't know how to be on beat for nothing. I'm like, yeah, they doing too much of that and not enough of this. And yeah, they got the, oh, okay, what? Like, it's stuff, unnecessary stuff. Like, fuck all that glitter, guts, and glitter. Like, nigga, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all investing in? Like, why is it always the wrong shit? Like, I'm like, they gambling and sacrificing the wrong shit every time. Like, nigga, did you not get the land? The land. However you get my shit back, get it back from that nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck if you gotta bully him. Like, make them niggas fucking turn the keys over. However that shit gotta look. Like, stomp they ass. Like, them niggas get to do it. Why wouldn't I get to do it? Like, I feel like I'm throwing the biggest motherfucking tantrum right now. And in the middle of that tantrum, I done said a whole lot of shit. And I'm like, nigga, do you remember they used to call you motherfucking Taz? Like, you just better tap back into Taz, nigga. You just better start spitting that shit. Because when motherfucking Taz got mad, nigga, Taz got mad. And I used to be looking at the TV like, hey, Taz, why they mad? Because he the first motherfucker that touchdown. He said, oh, Darienne need Taz. Darienne need Taz. Darienne need Taz. I said, Taz, I just took the smoke or something. He said, oh, we've been waiting for this. You waited. You held out. We wanted to know why did you hold out till now before you touched the holy herb. And you like, I had to wait just to the place where them niggas had touched my shit one too many times. I had to get to the place where she was cracking. Where I had to get to the place of her most fragile state. To where I could hear her motherfucking cry. So I could say, okay, this is where my motherfucking ass is taking a break. This is where my ass is collapsing. Have y'all bitches not heard me? Have you not been motherfucking listening when I said take a goddamn break? Take a fucking break. Shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down if you not gonna do nothing productive. Motherfucker, like, how fucking hard is it for you to buy back your motherfucking block? How bad is it? How bad is it? How bad is it? I'm like, them niggas is shitty, but y'all niggas is straight bitches. Stop telling me the motherfucking stories. Stop telling me them stories. Because I'm like, damn, do I owe Bird an apology for brushing down on her and saying that them fucking people should not have been telling her that, like, our asses came here as volunteers. Like, I'm like, maybe that's what the fuck they should have told us. Because y'all keep saying that these niggas can't. They took me from my motherfucking sister. Like, nigga, so from this time to this time, you mean to tell me a stranger came in somehow and, like, start beating y'all up and, like, making y'all turn on me? Nigga, we don't turn on each other like that. Like, that's not even how we breed, motherfucker. So, like, I keep twisting this motherfucking story and shit. I'm like, hey, nigga, I'm about to boss up on every last one of y'all, and I'm trying to, like, clear the block without just decimating all y'all niggas. Like, hey, what the fuck? Like, all of them. So I'm like, Taz, when we supposed to stop? Because you said you was hungry. Like, you said you was ready to kick some motherfucking ass because you was watching. You said, oh, y'all want to know who her man is. You want to know who's standing behind her. And my ass was just sitting there writing like, while Taz's ass was like, oh, I'm about to push up all the motherfucking dirt. Like, what is my new diet? And I'm like, well, I ain't been eating no meat. And you like, and he like, oh, I love you. You've been giving me all the fuel that I need. Because what they think is so delicious, nigga, I'm about to set everything on fire. Everything that I touch. Everything that's touched you the wrong way. Everything that's been holding you back. Everybody that took way more than they should. Everybody that thought they was sitting behind you motherfucking clapping their hands together like getting ready to motherfucking walk into victory and life with you, like lifelong victory. Like, why the fuck would you do that? I'm like, why the fuck would anybody deserve something special from me? Like, why? Wait a minute. If I just did that, if I, oh, that's happening. Oh, that's all that's happened. They said they decided that since I, walked my way into victory and showed everybody exactly who I am at every stepping point of time, they was gonna take over. Like, yeah, it's time for us to do real checks and maintenance and shit up in here. Like, it's time for us to really clear the decks, cause who the fuck been talking to my granddaughter like y'all ain't got no goddamn sense? Y'all know she was too smart for you. You knew exactly who she was, and like y'all had her in the system. We like, there ain't one in the system. She was over such and such house. Like, and then they trying to give her a story to feed. And she like, no, nigga, I don't remember that. Whatever that shit is yours. That's not what I remember. Like, this is exactly what I remember. This is exactly what I said. Here go a book. I wrote it. I know exactly what I said. I don't care how you pictured it. Like, nigga, if I wasn't around you, then guess where I was at? Right? Exactly where the fuck I said. So, I don't know who lied about what. And I'm going to say that everything that I said, like, nigga, whoever granddaddies and grandmammies I was supposed to meet or didn't meet or supposed to bond with or should remember, they ain't did shit that I should remember them for, however that is. Like, they ain't did shit. Nigga, this is who I remember and this is what it was attached to. And that was around this age. And I ain't fucking retarded. Like, I know my goddamn life as much as I can. Once you start having niggas boxing your ass all the time so young, you let me know. And then y'all like, oh, I know why she did it. Well, then you come take the spot. Like, since you can identify with it, since it's so cool with you. And none of y'all niggas ever want to come in, like, tag in. Y'all just, like, want to stay off to the side. But always got, like, something to say about, like, who's supposed to take the hit. Who's supposed to do something. Nigga, you ain't been through shit. Like, and I'm throwing the gun at all of them. Like, I don't care what position you sit in. Like, when you got there, is this something that you had experienced? Could you talk about this? Whatever was happening right there, like, it was happening over here, nigga. Y'all be ready to shit y'all pants when it happened to you. Do it. Like, nigga, this was automatic to me. So, of course, if that shit was automatic to me like that, like, that's probably gonna be what it's gonna be over there, across there, and I'm gonna be coming this way. I'm gonna be looking out for me every step of the time. Like, you causing a problem. It's you. You a piece of you. You messed up my creation. It's everywhere I'm at. It's another me over there, or it's another one of them. I'm looking like, yeah, you around the same age as like my kids. Like, yeah, so they can just go and get them and bring them. Yeah, I'll be better off with them over here. Like, yep. And she probably gonna have some more, but I ain't saying she could bring them here. Like, no, we can just stay over here and whatever she doing, she ain't got. She can stay over there. Like, I'm fine. Nobody ever listened, and it always cost me something. Me. I'm like, how do niggas get to sleep at night? Like, is everybody else sleeping soundly when I'm sleeping and I'm chopping off demons and shit for everybody else? Is they able to sleep all the time? Like, they be sleeping with somebody else? Like, is it as peaceful? or something different. Cause I don't know. Everybody like got something to do with somebody else all the time, all the time, all the fucking time. And I'm like, did I set that up for myself to like, so I could be out of here and doing what I was actually supposed to do and I can leave? So if that's the case, then I can just leave, right? Then like it ain't no big deal. I was only here for a setup. It's just like my books, like, oh yeah, like that was where it was, and even if it's just on the outside of town, like it's a whole nother world. I'm gonna be a whole different person, and like, yeah, when I go in town, do I want to be like, ooh, somebody recognize? I'm like, no, don't let them gotta recognize me. Like, hey, they don't gotta recognize me on the street at all. Like, let's just get out of here. Like, where he at? How we beaming up? Cause how they gonna be when like what they gonna be expecting me to like boss them around? Like they want to. No, I need some people that know how to be free, that actually want to be free. That's like, we so motherfucking free that, nigga, we know who our motherfucking power is. Like, and ain't nobody getting through them. And at the same time, she like, yeah, and ain't nobody getting to them. Like, no, y'all can't get through nobody through me. Like, who the fuck is talking to me? Because I know I've been over here talking to them, and like, I can't even see them, so I don't know what that shit mean. Like, I think it's a success. And like, I don't know if somebody over there did something, like, they ass just gonna burn in hell. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, it's white people in here. How do white people get in my systems all of a sudden? Like, how they on my frequency? How I'm like talking to them or touching them so close to them, and like they even surrounding my food. Like, oh my gosh, I just whether they wouldn't be like, it just feel like they got like shit just popping off their asses. Like, I'm like, oh no, that's why I don't want to go to no buffet. Like, I be like a buffet. Like, is it buffet like where they serving your shit for you? Like, you know, like, yeah, I like that, where the shit is covered up and you like get a option, you can walk around like the freedom. But like not where like they get to stick their hand in and touch it and like, I'll be like, did they wash all up here? So like, what is they? And then I'll just be like, I used to love buffets until I started realizing like them niggas was not hygienic. I was like, and most of the time it be theirs. Like, it be theirs, and the shit they be doing, I'll be like, you know, it's more people eating from there, right? Like, yeah, it's not just yours to put your little grubby ass nasty hands. And then you see that like them niggas be doing that shit at the fucking grocery store and shit. I be like, oh, my shit is not safe. I just need it to be handled by my people. Like, I just need, when it come to food, like, I just need that shit to be around mine, like, my specific people. Because I love spice and cleanliness. Cleanliness is godliness. Like, oh, they do. I'll be like, oh, what is y'all doing? What do you, and then if jokers be like, hey, they had all these restaurants that they thought was so fucking delicious. And I'm like, okay, and I save my money to go treat myself out to one of these crappy ass, shitty ass. I get the bill. I be like, man, I want to throw this bitch in the ground. In the damn ground. I want to give it back. Like, no, nigga, I ain't paying for that shit. Like, no. Hell no. And then I'll be like, all right, I gotta do all this. Like, this the etiquette. Like, no matter what. And sometimes I'm gonna push the ball. Like, hey, no, y'all gotta make that right. Like, yeah, I was eating it was real good. And then I got right there and I'm like, that shit is red. Oh, you cook my shit all the way through. Them niggas be talking about give them the burger, like, with the red, talking about it ain't blood. Nigga, why ain't it? Like, I don't know when to stop bleeding. And they be like, that's not blood. I'm like, nigga, it's an animal. It's just regenerating itself. That's all. Like, it's blood. Trust me. It's the living part. And y'all handling it and y'all warming it back up sometimes. And she just like, hey, I'm the part of the earth, so if I can keep rejuvenating myself, I'm gonna rejuvenate every time. And y'all partaking of her ass daily, whether it's the chicken, whether it's the damn cow, the turkey, the ham. They like, damn, which one do you want us to be? Like, you want all of them living inside your body at one particular time, at every particular meal. They like, oh shit, can we take a break from each other? They don't know it's other animals. And how about, like, y'all don't eat animals for a while? They tired. They hate y'all for real. They over here like, Darienne, you used to be so close to us. And I'm like, I remember, but I'm always mad because of the way that I'm interacting with them. I'll be like, are y'all happy for real? Like, I mean, I guess this is like, this good, but like, I know we supposed to be out there. Like, I don't really want to be here for real. Did they bring y'all over here on the plane too? Like, or like, are y'all supposed to be here? Because they be stealing shit and moving shit. And like, nigga, did we ask you to put us on the boat? You can't even understand us. Like, how you gonna try to tell me what I said? And I be watching them there. I was like, oh, Angela and them got the damn animals. Like, yeah, I'ma watch they shit. Like, my women, I'm like, oh, that shit gonna be so good. Like, where is my man and them that so we could be watching this shit? Cause them niggas can't touch my shit. I'll be like, how they gonna translate what my animals is saying on any of they stuff? Like, how you gonna tell me what the bones is talking about? You don't know what the bones is saying. Let me get over there. Like, yeah, give me all that. And I like Brennan. I'm like, she me over there. But like, let me get over there. I can tell y'all what my ancestors are saying. Like, yeah, I don't want y'all fabricated shit. Just, I gotta come to the memorial. Yeah, I can feel the energy, and nigga, them niggas keep doing the same shit. So for how long? So now I gotta go run that shit through the hood. And I'm like, well, Cordell taught me about all that shit. Hell yeah. I went back to get even dirtier tonight. I was gonna get on my, like, I ain't gotta get my own hands dirty. I'm gonna go out there. When I come back, all the niggas in the prison. All of them. All them niggas was touching in the prison at the same time. So I guess they was like, oh, Darienne niggas is downstairs. Like, we going downstairs. And like, niggas up like, oh, what the fuck y'all coming down here for? Like, no, I don't need y'all help. Y'all go on another level. Like, kick their asses down some more. I ain't got time to worry about who they became or what they is, or especially now that they back here. Like, you already right here. You back here again? Like, just go over there. Just get the fuck, just burn that shit. Just burn that shit. I'll be cracking up. I'm like, hey, Zep, why can't they handle us on the same plane, like, of existence together? Like, why we can't be walking together shoulder by shoulder? Why we can't show these niggas, like, hey, it's Darienne and Zep, and like change into everything that we could change in, and like touch whatever. I'm like, why these niggas always got mad? Like, why they always push us apart? Me and my big brother, I'm like, they think I'm bully, and I'm like, hey, you know I'm the biggest bully, Zep, and he like, no, you only think you are, Darienne, because you up there. I'm down here, and I'm like, bullshit, nigga, I've been touching all of it. Man, just tap out. He know what I'm talking about. Oh, that, I've been rocking his ass like, oh, did you find them yet? Like, ooh, bitch, you better not be in nobody's bedroom. Ain't nobody else having sex around this bitch till I get some. Like, it better be a motherfucking drought. It better be a drought. I'm like, sex magic? Who said, who? Nigga, who? No, that don't count. Or it can. It better count for some shit they was doing for me. I'm like, oh, that must be something that's for me. And that means something that's for me. And yeah, like, y'all can melt all that shit and like give me my money, and that shit is for me. And yeah, all that shit for me too. Like, it's perfectly for what I am. So I don't know who else was doing something in Thoreau. When I walked in, I was like, hey, I guess like it's mine. I ain't even had no purpose. And then my girl like, oh, yes, you do, because I'm making you one. Don't nobody else deserve it the most. Like, your little ass be checking everybody and don't even know it. You just like, yeah, whatever y'all doing, y'all better probably should not do it. And we just like, oh, that's what she's saying. So like, if she said it, like, what does it really matter? Like, she don't ever care. Ass is a little genie. Like, she ain't fucked up over nobody at all. I'm like, you told them that you would do it. And you like, nigga, ain't nobody like, why we going in playing games? I don't want to be like that. Like, no, that shit ain't fun. Like, let's be open and honest. And then when some shit pop off, all we got to do is like work out the details. Like, yeah, ain't no pretending that I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. I'm learning from everybody exactly what the fuck, like, I'm gonna do when I'm not. And now I'm like, some of that shit y'all do, y'all take that shit too far. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that at all, especially when it comes to anything pretending about babies and doing shit. I'm like, y'all niggas is like, ooh. They be like, for some money, like, and then I'm like, well, I guess, but like, so, but you still have to pay out money, so was that a little bit worth it? And then I'm like, I don't know, like, I ain't doing it. I don't, I'm just gonna be like, not having no money. Like, I'ma just take that. Cause anything else, if like I owe somebody, like, or like, it's gonna put me in a bind later. Like when I do something, I gotta like know that like I can get my way out, even if I can't though. Cause if somebody gonna do something, if they overpower you, they just like, what you gonna do? They overpower you. And somehow though, like they always be kind of knowing who they could overpower. Like it's like, how did you choose your victim? And even I'm like, I got in this car and I know that like something happened psychically that like traumatized my whole entire soul, and somehow I got away. And like that in itself is such a huge thing. Like I knew exactly what to do, how to do it, like, and I was able to pinpoint like how oh my gosh. And I'm like, even still thinking about it, like the terror that I felt in those moments, like, oh, I was terrified for my life, like, and then I kept questioning myself the whole time, like, am I tripping? Am I like, this cannot be happening? Like, whether like I'm making it up, and I'm like, I'm not making it up. Like, I cannot pretend that I'm making like. I gotta be all the way honest about what's going on right here the best way that I can. Like, I don't know if anybody know anything about this. I'm like, cause it won't add up. Like nothing adds up if I tell the story. And everything that I expected to happen, it's like it was happening. Like it was happening. I was like, even when I tell them the best thing I could say is that like the best thing that they're gonna be able to properly write down or translate is the fact that like his driving skills made me uncomfortable when he was speeding, because they'll in some monitors they can check the speeding or whatever, like, and I knew that. And I'm just like, he going like way too fast, like, and he trying to figure out, I'm like, did he want to commit suicide all of a sudden, like with me in here? Like, well, what the fuck was it about me when I got in your car that like you just decided that you wanted to take yourself out? I'm like, oh my gosh, like why the fuck this keep happening? Like, okay, I'm like, he gonna, don't crash into that, like, don't crash into that, like, don't do that, like, I would rather not, and if you do something or walk away, like, we probably won't, and like, oh, I would rather not, that be not, like, no, I ain't coming here for that, like, I ain't getting here for that. And then it just like, it was like one thing from another, like, it passed from that, and like, he was like excited or something, like, I don't even know, and I'm like, well, well, what are you like? What are you doing or something? And he's like, I'm something about wanting to have sex or having a girlfriend. So I was like, how old is, like, what the hell is happening? Like, why is he so erratic? What the fuck is going on? And then I'm like, and that feel dark. Like, I'm already uncomfortable. Like, I'm already uncomfortable and want to jump out this bitch, like, to save my life. Like, I'm going through the, like, I'm in such survival mode. And I'm like, he talking to me so inappropriately. Like, and whatever the hell is happening in this car is, like, so unwanted and so unnecessary. And, like, I know that if I tell him to stop, like, it's going to be a big thing. Like, he should not be driving. Like, he shouldn't be driving nobody. And I got to get out of here. I got to get home safe. Like, oh, that was the worst thing ever. That was the worst thing ever, having that experience and then calling Uber and telling them, like, hey, this is the experience that I just had. And, like, I don't really understand how to explain it to you. And this is the stuff that I noticed, like, immediately. And, like, this is what, like, whatever. And they was like, okay, we won't match him with you no more. And I'm like, you won't match him with me no more. Like, I knew y'all was gonna say that. And, like, also I think that you should probably take his ass off the roster, because when I looked again, like, his profile picture didn't match, like, who was in the damn driver's seat. And I was like, I wonder if that was supposed to mean that I was, like, supposed to be understanding um the depth of letting my sister use my uh DoorDash account to make some more money. And I was like, probably. Like, I could definitely see that. And also, like, I'm saying that this shit happened and that shit was not the same. Like, this can happen, and this actually happened to me. And it was like, nobody could help me, nobody cared enough. Like, what could anybody say? And then somebody tried to make me feel like I mistranslated something, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, no, I didn't. Like, I know what the fuck happened to me. I'm the one that was in there. Like, I'm the one that was in the vehicle. I'm the one that made the text message. Like, I'm the one that was fucking scared for my life. Like, I'm the one that was in there. Oh, I'm the one that was in the situation. So can't nobody tell me, like, I over exaggerated or I made something up. Like, no, I didn't. Like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, as a woman, nothing that ever feels violating to us is ever motherfucking her anyway. Like, and I knew it. Like, what's gonna validate anything? Even if it would have came up with a dead body, like, who would have really looked into it? No, I'm not important to this city. Not at all. Not at all. And did I ever think I should be, like, individually? I didn't care how anybody thought of me individually. I was just kind of, like, feeling that we should get the shit together collectively, because like, no matter what, y'all was gonna be here. Like, y'all gonna be here. Y'all gonna get comfortable here. So at least, like, build it up. It, like, I'm like, hey, I asked, like, how much would it cost to buy back East Cleveland? Realistically, I'm like, well, I ain't even worried about the money, because, like, but yeah, I'm like, I'm talking about it in blood. Like, who would be the biggest bully? And they were like, Cleveland Clinic. I'm like, yeah, I figured that already. Like, I did the math and I did all of that, and I know exactly why they would be the biggest bully. And the only thing I was trying to decide, like, if I felt like y'all was ready to take them on, or if y'all was bold enough to take them on, or, like, if anything, like, if you had the power, if you would do the right thing. Like, and I was like, man, you know what? Somebody else can figure that shit out. Like, let them have it. Whatever, I'm leaving. Like, I'm fucking tired of, like, hell no, I could be gone. I could figure it out. I'm like, wealthy men come a dime a dozen. You just got to know what you deem is wealthy and worthy. I was kicking all kind of scenarios of wealthy depending on where I was at and everything. Like way in the back. Like, yeah, if I'm over here and this is it, it's wealthy. And then like I would like it to be like this because if I do this and coming in, I'm aware of this and like let's just like prance around and throw money. Like Mansa Musa and like make some impact without trying to shame anybody for their culture. Like it's still yours. How about we just give you a little upgrade as much as you want to go comfortably down here because everybody get to respect you here. And then we can build up. That's how you do it anyway. You build a strong foundation from the down roots. And so I was like, remind me of all the stuff we not taking. All the stuff that can't come. Let's just boom right here. At some point, like, you throwing it out there. You write in my constitution. Cause it got to be enough people that's ready to like jump in the fire. Like, okay, yeah, you know what? We've been pushing this way too long. Let's try this. Like, why the hell not? Like, for once in the world, I'm gonna bet on black, and then I'm gonna look at some more black, and I'm like, I'm gonna bet on that black, and then I'm gonna look at some more black and be like, you know what? And even if I see the red, I'm like, yeah, it's the black in you. So like, I'm gonna do that one. I'm like, let's just, how motherfucking many of us can we get? And if we can get us, like, who really fucking with us? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, nigga? Like, oh, I ain't standing around. I ain't asking you for nothing. Like, yeah, all that shit y'all was trying to stop back there just said skip, 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 skip. Nigga, let me tell you, I don't give a fuck. Like, give me my shit, give me my shit, give me my shit. And we just looking like, is all the warriors up top yet? Like, was they able to like get some new bodies? Cause that's what they damn test is. Like, hey, whoever you want to be, like, as long as it's aligned with our morals and our ethics and our code, like, you just gotta beat up your counterpart. Like, you gotta beat that nigga to the ground. And that's how you decide if you win. And even if like he take over, like you made that nigga fight for it. Like cause whoever you going after, like you expecting to win. You expecting to be you using everything. So either he been waiting for you or you been waiting for him. But whoever it is, that's gonna be on the other side with me. So that's who win. Like either side of the bank, like y'all gotta fight. So I'm just like, did all my people come through yet? Like, how many was I talking to? For how long was this going on? I'm like, and when was it? Like, where we at on the damn list? Can I go to sleep yet? Can we be done? Can I transform? Can, like, he be here? Can it be this? Can I have some clarity? Because every time I'm like, yeah, I ain't forget about that. Like, I ain't forget about that shit at all. I ain't forget. I'm like, is this something that I had to figure out? I really didn't. Like, everything felt like a go. Everything felt like a go. Like, yeah. Whatever it is, as long as this get out, it's at the perfect time. And, like, everything is coming right in. I did that. And I ain't even know that there was people back there that could do that. Like, I'm like, who is these people? Like, that's in my... I'm like, they laughing and shit. Like, who? I'm like, I heard that laugh. What was that? Like, and then it popped up here, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, this shit feel nasty. I don't like it. Girl, eat some vegetables. Like, go eat some fruits and some vegetables and something. Like, you allergic to what? Well, what about any of this other stuff? Like, I was like, you know what's wrong with you. Just do it. Or you don't want to. I don't know, then shut up then. Just shut up. Just crying about everything. like, am I supposed to hug her? Does she need like a shoulder? And then I had a moment. I'm like, damn, I'm going through some shit for real, and I can't like. I'm trying to really break this part of the code, which is really just the money part. Like, not, yeah, really just like, oh, like, it's so many things that I have that I'm just like, where the fuck do I connect like, just connect everything and just, damn, let me light it up. And I'm like, they talking to me about this and this and this, and I want to be like, hey, so it's some things that I'm concerned about and want to talk about, like, to you possibly. Yeah, cause like I need all types of shit to happen for like once, twice, a million times. Like, ugh, I need somebody else to like help take over, so like some of this shit can start actually happening in my favor. Every time I see something happen somewhere else, I'm like, yeah, that could be for me, but it don't look like, no, that ain't got my order. Like, and yeah, it do. Like, thank you, it's mine. Like, make it mine. Make sure it shine. And like, I needed the face of me. Like, I don't want no other representatives. Okay? And like, this is perfectly like, yeah, this is the foundation. All right here. Because I'm going to use me as my best counterpart. Like, me and mine. Because what y'all been like, I'm like, in any situation, I probably would have done something totally different. Which I probably did. I guess, like, yeah, no, yeah. But I ain't really thought about it. Because, whatever. I be like, when they say Southern hospitality, I can imagine that they mean that, like, everybody is, like, so open. And I'm like, I guess, like, I haven't necessarily experienced it. To me, and I'm like, I ain't really been around no Southern women. Mm-mm. Yeah. And especially that fit that definition. Hell no. Mm-mm. Or, yeah, I ain't been around no Southern women. And then let's see, women in hospitality. Maybe some women are hospitality. And that's the hospitality that is related to being Southern, but I don't understand it. The closest I got to was Tequila. She would say she was from down south. And even then I knew it was different. I'm like, she's a white girl. So I was trying to put like a black girl in her place. Not to take her place, but just to like see what it would equate to. And I was like, no. Because Southern hospitality is like a big thing. And everybody refers to it. I'm like, I guess I can see what it means as a culture. I've never experienced it in my personal opinion on an individual level up top, but I can feel the soul of the spirit, and she's me. Whatever that means. I'm like, hospitality is overrated and underrated. So I didn't feel it down south, but I felt it in Senegal. I was like, this is what they must mean. So I went to Senegal to get my dose of Southern hospitality. Yep. Through the village. Through Bombay Village. And even carried over when we went over to the car. We were like big girls in the car. We was by ourselves. And we chose a hostel. And I was like, alright, we got somewhere we can remember to get to. And I prefer to walk. Day traffic is crazy. I'm like, it's like New York, LA traffic. Even though I ain't never been in one of their traffic jams like that, like they be talking about it, I'm aware of how they describe it, and it ain't never been that bad to me. Like, I feel like I always come, and it's pretty whatever. Like, whatever the traffic gonna be, that shit gonna be. You just gotta plan for it. And I prefer not to be stuck in nothing too long. Like, you know, I want my shit to flow. Like, why the hell we just sitting here? Out in the open. Like, I ain't scheduled this shit. Just let's keep it going. Who y'all waiting for? What's the hold up? Yeah, don't stop my flow. I want to stop myself. Like, traffic jams. And then, like, being so close together, ain't no way. Bumper to bumper, I hate it. You gotta give me some space. I don't care if it's safe or not. Like, give me some space. And I'm like, you know what? As a kid, I used to dream about being on a damn farm with my horse and carriage. Like, I lived in the Amish country, and I lived in the safari. All my books, I was like, I want to go home. Like, no matter where I'm at, I'm not home. Every book I picked up, like, I was in their world. And no matter, like, what success they had, I didn't have it in mind. And it's like, why can't I have this in my world? Well, because I don't want to be her or do that. Or because I don't have the money. or that support or that parent or like that access. I'm like, this is like forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I can't never have like my cheerleaders, my people, all aligned, and it's so sad. It's always been sad. Like, I'm connected to a lot of people because I was connected to a lot of people. However it was, I connected to people along the way. Like, whether I knew what to do about something, whether I was supposed to know something or remember something, or like take a certain revenge out on somebody. I'm like, who the fuck got time for that, nigga? I'm trying to go back and get my kids. Like, yeah, because no matter what, if y'all motherfuckers gonna keep having kids and y'all not ready and some shit happen, you don't know what's gonna happen in life. Like, oh, okay, that's what we doing. Like, this is what we did and this is what we doing. And it makes sense or it don't. I don't know, like, I'm like, I just need to get out of here. I'm not having no kids here. Mm-mm. It's like the common sense ain't common. Like, we gonna fight in and invest in like our destruction each step of the way. And then cry about it. Even for myself, I'm like, I'm living out so many lifelines and so many timelines and like so many emotions, but not. I feel so emotionless. Yeah, I feel like I'm been like so full of emotion. Like, I was just full of like this emotion. Now I'm feeling like this, and this. And I almost remember going through a time of darkness. And I'm like, who am I talking to in here? Like, for so long that it's been so dark. I'm like, oh, maybe it was Chrissy because they tried to um, crucify her. And I said that they couldn't. Like, we not doing that no more. You don't get to put her in anywhere because, like, you feel like whatever she did is unacceptable. Like, you not over there. Is that your husband? Is that your anything? Like, no, you don't get the she said she can't do it and you can, and so that's what she decided. I'm not about to step in her way. Like, and how dare any woman that live in this type of shit like have something to say that would be detrimental to like her or her kids or anything. And I'm like, I'm gonna treat this shit delicately. Like, I'm gonna stick to myself. And I said when the kids get old enough and they got questions, like, I'm just gonna answer them as truthfully as I can. Like, and this is what I'm probably gonna say. Like, the same thing. I don't got no answers and I ain't really about to go search for them. Like, that wasn't my plan. I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing before anyway. Like, living life. You can't do nothing else. Like, oh, that was a cleanup. Like, that was unnecessary. And I see exactly what everybody was saying. And I'm just like, yeah, it don't even matter. It wouldn't have mattered either way. Like, it didn't make you not want to do it at any point of time. Except for here. You said it, like, no matter what, I was over here. So just remember that. That's all she was telling you. Is you knew it, and you just like, nigga. My friend said she wanted somewhere safe to be. But she tried to figure out some of these messages. Because her ass was being thrown into everybody's fucking deepest, darkest closets. Finding out some stuff that they have been losing out on. But we didn't just sit and talk about her business, or even if we did, like, it was just conversation, or her saying something in passing to me. And sometimes it was conversation. Like, I'm like, and then we would be in a dream, because she said, she kept talking about a cookbook, her grandma's cookbook, and I'm like, well, Chrissy, I don't know who your grandma is at all. And be always honest, like, I don't really remember your mama or your daddy. I mean, I know who they are, but whatever little relationship we had built at one point in time, if I built one with them, like, it was mostly based off of you. So I don't know them. I ain't going digging in none of their closets or nothing. Like, I didn't know if they liked me, if they didn't like me. I didn't really care. So when you be talking to me like your grandma cookbook, I'm like, well, her cookbook ain't over here. Or if it is, like, I don't know which dimension you walking in right now. Or if you just like putting messages out there, you talking to the kids in one of them dreams, like you wait until they sleep. And you tap into one of their dreams, tell them stories. So like they can remember you, or so you can tap back in later. Cause you scared, you don't know what's gonna happen to you. I'm like, yeah, I can't really get it. Even if I get it, like as far as it come having somewhere to stay, like you can stay over here. Fuck it. Like you already know that. I ain't planning to stay here too long though. Like I don't want to. And you could be over here with them. And let's keep this going, like, for as long as possible. So even if you're doing that, like, you can boom, 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 and buzz out however you want to do that. And, like, you might want to look into going abroad. Mm. He might not do it now, but things are changing. That's becoming options. And I didn't remember having that conversation with Chrissy. I don't remember a lot of conversations that I have when I'm asleep or dream walking or talking to the spirits, or I'll just kind of like, I don't know, zone out, I guess. And however it come through, it come through. I'm like, Taz, you left and you came back, and then you left and you came back again. And this time you mad. And you said, it's okay to show your Taz, Darienne. Mm-hmm. You stopped connecting with Taz and you told me, like, Taz, I gotta let you go because they won't let me. Like, I can't do it without something bad happening to me. Like, somebody's gonna hurt me if I throw a tantrum, if I throw stuff around. Like, Taz, you turn into a hurricane and you turn into a tornado and you just go and yum 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 and you spit shit out. Everybody stay out your way. Whatever they stay the hell out your way. And they try to give you what they can to satiate you. I was like, well, if I do that where I'm from, they hit you, they yell at you, you get in trouble. I guess you're supposed to, like, you're supposed to get repercussions. They say that every choice has a repercussion. So I guess, like, I know that if I start throwing anything or if I yell or it's like, well, I can't throw anything, but I can yell, maybe this loud. I can. Mm. If they hit me, I can hit them like this low or this high or like this, like, and then they think they can hit me because they saw like a object or a car. Shit, don't hit me. I'm gonna hit your ass back. I don't care, no. Uh-uh. Do not fucking hit me. Them niggas was doing punch bug, don't punch back. Oh, I'm like, I don't know if that. I'm like, I might have let that shit slide a couple times when I was a kid. I ain't sure, but like, and I might have just, but no, don't fucking hit me. I don't even like that. Like, somebody hit me. No, don't hit me. Don't hit my ass at all. I'ma hit you back. I'ma hit you back. Punch bug, don't punch back. Shit. I don't know what that means. Don't hit me. Oh, I meant that shit. I'm messing up the game. Fuck your game. You better not hit me. Mm-mm. And even then, sometimes, like, most times, like, I'm holding back from hitting you, like, as hard as I want to fucking hit you. Like, hey, like, right, for, like, it's just this thing, just to let you know, like, I meant what I said. But sometimes wanting to just, like, nigga, I said don't fucking find playing that game. Like, that shit ain't, no, don't do it. Nigga, I ain't giving nobody no access pass to put their fucking hands on me in no type of way. No type of way. Uh-uh. You ain't about to have permission to hit me. Like, just because you see a car, your ass hit me then. Like, hell no. It be certain triggers that I be aware of for myself. And always been aware that, like, people bring out different things for different people. I just don't know what it is. Like, shit, whatever it is. It ain't my job to study it. It ain't my job to study nothing but, like, what, that shit ain't gonna happen over here. Like, yeah, anytime it's happening, it's over there. I ain't attracting that. And I knew, I said it. Like, nigga, it happened over there already. Like, mm-mm. I went through that shit when I ain't have a choice. Like, I ain't really have to, like, know that I ain't coming in here and, like, setting my own rules and language. Like, you ain't, no, you ain't got enough. Like, how dare you? Uh-uh. Even right here, my ass can negotiate. Like, you know what, nigga, y'all gonna keep doing this, so you gonna have to pay. Yeah, if you could pay me, you could do it. Ice cream, a bike ride, motorcycle ride. You gonna get me out of here. One way or another, you gonna get me up out of here, and whatever happens, it's just gonna happen. Like, my brother coming too, though. Like, that's it. I'm like, whatever gift you got, and we kicking all throughout this house. Like, I always feel like it's something else happening, and I'm just gonna ride the wave. Like, all right, so this is what you fighting. Yeah, of course you would. Like, and you gonna fight it. You gonna fight it. Like, why wouldn't you fight it? I don't care what I'm throwing. Like, I'm tired of something. Somebody gonna learn how to be strong in this bitch, and I said it. Like, somebody else get to learn how to fight something too. Like, I'm tired of fighting and always being me. Y'all niggas just succumb to anything that I throw out, and it be like, oh, she did it. Like, oh, shut up. So boom, boom, boom. Like, y'all just gotta fucking touch me, and I'm not getting any benefits for real. So I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop, and until I could figure out how to get to stop, you gonna pay me. And that means that, like, I know from right here that, like, y'all should have been paying me. And if I can translate it to shit that make me feel good right here at this age, why I already had access to everything else without you, like, I guess I was doing a very good job on making sure that, like, all my shit was already taken care of from the very beginning. Like, yeah, when I got out and I went through some other shit, and, like, okay, I'm gonna go to the top. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the top. All this over here coming in. So, and I'm like, yeah, you can't touch me for free. You can't touch me for free over here. And so already the house is paid for, the school is paid for, the transportation is paid for, the food is paid for, the neighborhood is nice and safe, and like you taking family vacations, and you got access to your favorite stuff, and you coming in and teaching, and like you are already a damn grown ass woman getting everything, like everything handed to you at this point and right here. Your ass is like, you want to touch me? Touch me. Why? Like, no. Matter of fact, just get out the way. Y'all give me and him this, and we can do this over here. And yeah, and just because you've been touching me, and like, now I'm a little started, you gonna have to pay me. You gonna have to pay me. So y'all know that, like, y'all got to start paying me from the very beginning for ever touching me. And I'm just like, how we gonna cash in on all this? Like, we gonna cash in now, or like, hi, or we gonna cash in later? Cause I'm gonna keep going. Like, I'm gonna keep pushing out as much as I can. I'm like, all right, I'm tired for real. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. Like, I feel like I need to be having a conversation on the beach, like, for it to be real. Or in a boardroom or something. Like, why my magical ass still here? Why I gotta process everything I went through here? Mm-mm. I'm gonna treat myself to processing whatever I need to be processed when I get wherever the hell I want to go. That's my damn motivation. I'm like, Kelly is like my superstar. One of them when it comes to fucking sexual expression. Talk our shit, Kelly. Yep. All that freaky shit. Tell them exactly what I like to do. her gorgeous self. Like, Yep, Tina did it right. And she said, y'all better not touch him. None of them. Chop y'all damn nuts off. And all of them bowed down. So, that's how you had Destiny's Child. And she touched on as many girls as she could while keeping her integrity. And then everybody else had to go fly. Go out and fly. Fly like a little bird. I never thought she kicked him out the nest. But I'm like, I like that relationship up top. You don't never know what happened in the back. You don't never know what's happening in the back. Hell no. Nope. I don't be trying to figure it out either. I'm like, if it ain't my life, I ain't about to go tease myself. Like, I ain't satisfied watching somebody else live like a wealthy life. Like, hell no, I'm supposed to be doing it. Y'all ain't figured out what kind of show y'all want to run with it yet. Like, that shit could just be naturally like where the shit is following me. Like I told y'all already. Boom. I get used to it just like them. For me, all my own shit. Yeah, all our shit. We knew that's where we was headed. So I'm like, well, what's taking it? Like, why is it taking so long?